Hi there. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to, my husband's going to show you how to fix and switch out a lid switch. So you switch out a lid switch if it's not spinning, if it fails and it won't spin, if it fails the multimeter test. These are all reasons to switch out a lid switch. So I think this is a GE washing machine. He starts by taking off the front panel, and the lid switch commonly runs all the way down to like the front end of the washing machine, right where his hands is. So taking off the front is connected through the back, the front panel. So you will have to get that. Some things you will need is a putty knife, a wire cutter, and the actual lid switch. We got ours from Amazon. We commonly get a lot of pieces from Amazon, but you can also go to like other stores online, like Reliable Parts. Next thing he does is take off the front panel, because again, you're trying to get to that top part where the lid switch is, and it's easier to take off. It was easier to take off both parts just to get to this top. So as you can see, after taking off the front panel and the front side of it, he's able to lift it up completely. And right there where his hand is usually where the lid switch is kind of positioned. He's going to pop that off with the putty knife. As you can see, ours is a bit rusted, so it took a little bit of pressure to get it going, but he eventually popped it off. Some might be easier, especially if it's a newer version of it, or if it's not as rusted as ours was. It might be easier, but pop that right out. And right there, when you actually put it back on, that's where the lid switch would be under. Sometimes you can actually see it. It's an easier pop out again, like I said, but ours was not. So now he's going to take the wire cutters, and right there is the lid switch, and it's connected all the way through the front panel. So he's going to snip those wires right there. That's the old piece of the lid switch. And this is a simpler fix because he's just connecting the old wires, but that's the old wire to the new wire. That's the old wire. And clip it a little bit more. That way, with him, he's just going to kind of tie it together, and it should work perfectly. Again, make sure, I don't think I said this in the beginning, make sure that the machine is turned off. It's unplugged. You can even unplug it, turn it off. That way you're not having any issues when dealing with the electrical. So with the wire cutter, you're just kind of cutting the plastic part off, and you can slide it off, and it'll be easier to connect the pieces with the new one. And again, he's just switching between two different wire cutters. We got our tools also from Amazon, so that could be easy find as well. I'll probably drop it in the link just to have a connection to it. Okay, so this is the new lid switch. As you can see, the plastic is kind of taken off there, so he's kind of taking that plastic off. And he has a little connector. So you'll take the piece, twist it together, kind of combine it. And then I would recommend putting a little cap on it. That's what you see right there in his hand. He's going to put the cap on. And this is just an extra layer of safety added. Again, do the same with the other wire. Now you should be able to match it with the color. If it's not cut enough, go back with it and cut deeper, but make sure that you are matching the wire with the previous color. Don't switch it up or mix match it or anything like that, because that can cause extra problems that you didn't have before. Blow a fuse or anything like that. So again, match it up, take the pieces, the actual wire, not just the plastic, twist it together, and then you put that cap on. I think you dropped the little wire. Okay, put the cap on. And then, as you can see, in comparison to the old lid switch that he showed earlier, this one looks a lot better. The thing is actually connected, and you kind of just reconnect it. It has a little clip. You can clip it right back in. The lid switch to the side of the washing machine, because it usually runs along the side. Make sure you line up the washer as you fitting it back on, and then you see how he took that other piece out. You just pop that new one right in place, and it should be good to go. After that, you make sure everything is lined up completely, and you should work on put the machine back together. So again, he's checking the alignment. As you can see, this right here, all this needs to be aligned for the machine to actually kind of click back in place. And you can kind of, it's like a feel through that process. You can look and see the alignment, but you can feel the grooves and kind of see where you popping it actually into place. And if you have an older machine or it's a little bit more rusted, it might take a little bit more muscle, I guess, but we did use a drill. I think on the back part he's going to use, well, no, I misspoke. Right there in the front, on the side is lined up, which secures the top part of the washing machine. So if your washer is like ours, just drill those pieces in to secure that part. Do not forget that step. That's a very important step, because either your washer won't run or it will be very unstable if it does run. Take the front part and secure that back inside. And everything that you took off, you can kind of just do back in a backwards order. If you took off, we took off the lid first, so that would be the last thing. I mean, the front panel, that would be kind of the last thing that we put back in. Again, you will see the little notches, just knock it into place. Make sure it's secure. Washers are pretty heavy, solid appliances, so if you gotta hit it a couple times, you should be good. Quite sure you'll hurt yourself more than you would actually hurt the washer, you know. And then last but not least, Make sure you're not pulling on the wiring too much, but connect that little piece that was disconnected. And again, just pop it right into place and you should be good. If you're having a hard time, again, look, line it up, and that second look to line up things is really helpful. So if you're having a hard time, getting frustrated, look and see where you're lining it up at. Then again, with the back, make sure that is secure. Every screw that you took out, make sure you put it back in. Most important part is to make sure you put the screws back in. So the main thing that you're going to need for this job is a drill, a putty knife, and the lid switch. Everything else, you should be good. The screws already come. You're just taking that out and putting it right back into where you got them from. And it should be a simple job. After you get kind of everything in, secure, tight. You don't have to do super tight, but tight enough to make sure that it's secure. The main thing is to test it. So as I started the video, I said reasons why a lid switch wouldn't work. You would need a new lid switch is it's not spinning. The washer may feel, it will feel, but it will not spin. So that defeats the purpose of actually washing it. So just be mindful of that. Check it. If you do the multimeter test and it does not pass that as well, that's another reason. Ours gives a code. As you can hear in the video, it kind of runs. He's filling it up and tests it completely off camera. But if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. We repair units on the side, so I would say like, subscribe, even ask questions if you have them, because we go through a lot of different models and work on a lot of different problems using the washer and the dryer. Our goal is understanding the units completely. Therefore, we can be helpful, because watching YouTube videos has been helpful to us. Again, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let us know. Hope to see you next time.